Hey everybody, this is Robert Morin from Mjolnir Comics, coming out with the best and worst drawing apps for Android. Let's get into it. First up is Medibang Paint. The interface is relatively easy to figure out. You have a good supply of brushes, however the line quality is quite lacking and very jittery with no brush stabilization. At least from what I could see. You have to sign up and make an account, which is kinda tedious, and canvas size and resolution has a limit. Not everyone wants a huge canvas, but that's just my personal preference. Overall, I find the software to be a tad unusable. Maybe it's my tablet, it is a Samsung S6 Lite after all, but I don't have these issues in most of my preferred apps. I give this app a 5 out of 10. A lot of content for sure, but very buggy, at least for me. Next up is Ibis Paint? Ibis Paint X. Off the bat, my main issue is the ads. I know they have to make money somehow, but in that case I'd prefer an open source crowdfunded app instead. But I digress. The user interface is quite user friendly. The line quality is smooth with a nice tapering, and offers a good suite of different brush types and a good variety of options to adjust your brush to your liking. While I find this app to be very inoffensive and easy to pick up on, it's still not my first choice when I'm in the mood for painting. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Next up is Krita. Krita is a powerful software in the right hands. The user interface is the most similar to Photoshop along with all its features and settings. And best of all, it's completely free, no strings attached. The problem, however, is how the app performs. The lines are very unstable despite the good line tapering. The app is just slow, at least on my device, which is quite a shame. The app is still in beta, though, so that might be why. I can't say the same for the Windows version, which is a lot smoother, and I find it to be on par with Photoshop in just about every way. Unfortunately, due to performance, I would have to give Krita a 4 out of 10. Very content rich, but too slow for me. Sketchbook. The user interface is the most simplistic out of all of them, yet it holds a decent sum of content to produce some quality artwork. The line tapering is nice, no stabilization, but there is predictive strokes which I find to be just as good. It even has perspective grids. The brush selection is a bit limited, but with a good offering of settings for the brushes. There's of course layers as well. Overall, this is a very quaint yet strong software. I'd recommend it to most people, especially beginners. I give Sketchbook an 8 out of 10. Clip Studio Paint. This app is free in the sense that you can draw freely in it, but that's about as far as it goes. If you want more options and tools as well as being able to save and export your work, you'll have to pay for either the Expert or Pro subscriptions. That's right, not outright paying, but rather monthly to yearly subscriptions. I went for monthly. While that is a downside, I would say it's worth it for what it offers. The options and tools available is on par with both Krita and Photoshop. The brush tapering and stabilization and even the quality of the stroke is really good. This app is actually really good for creating mangas and comics as well. It's even good for creating animations if that's what you're into. Because of all its features and its easy to navigate interface, you can even connect a keyboard to your tablet to use the shortcuts if you really want to, using an adapter of course. I would consider it a decent contender with both Photoshop and Procreate. Overall, I give this app a solid 10 out of 10. And there we go, that is everything. That's all the apps that I could find on the App Store. At least the ones that looked decent enough. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I am out.